Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy Phantom, man. And today I'll be doing a video discussing Hisoka's true power. Now, when it comes to Hisoka Moro, we know that he will end up being one of the final villains in Hunter x Hunter. Yes, we know that he's finally going to have his way with Gon. Pause, no pun intended. But he's finally going to have a final battle with Gon. But I do believe that Hisoka has been holding back on his powers just because we know that most of the Hunter x Hunter villains, they have a lot of things in store. Not even the villains, but just a lot of the top tiers, they have a lot of different abilities, and we know that Hisoka, he does fall into that category of being OP and being top tier. Even though some people like to sleep on him, he still is up there. And today I'm going to be discussing what his other power will be. Now, first off, we do know that Hisoka is a Transmuter Nen type, which we know that other Transmuter Nen types are Zeno, Silva, and Machi. They are all other Transmuter types, and if we just take a look at those characters, we see the variation of different abilities that they can do. Like we've seen in the fight how Zeno and Silva, when they fought Crollo, how they use different Nen abilities than what they used in the Chimera Ant arc, because we seen Silva, he used like Meteor Punch. Like he didn't use any of those techniques that he used on the Chitu that he used on Crollo. So that just goes to show you that the Transmuters, they do have abilities and possibilities to get some very OP things. And we also saw Zeno, he was able to summon a dragon and use the whole dragon dive with his Nen ability. So we know that the Transmuters, they have a lot of OP things in store, and those characters are looked at as top tiers, and we see what they can do with their Nen. So it's safe to assume that Hisoka will be able to do the same thing. Now, when we were looking at Hisoka's Nen, we definitely have to talk about his Bungee Gum, because Bungee Gum is OP, and I definitely do think that this will be the key in showing Hisoka's new power. Yes. Now, we see that its offensive abilities, which were Elastic Love, it is very strong because he's able to basically lock anything, and he's able to basically stick to it, and he's able to basically deflect the projectiles back at people. We saw he was able to kill the butler that Killua basically had, and Hisoka, he was also able to take down a lot of strong people just off of using Bungee Gum. So even though its technique is something simple, I definitely do believe that it still does pack its punch because it's also very strong. And not to mention the fact that he is also able to heal himself with this. Yes, he is also able to somewhat heal himself. He's able to stick things together, and he's also able to change the texture of items. That's when he uses texture surprise, and that's basically how he's able to like make skin, or how we saw in the fight when he was able to like stick his arm together and stuff. Like we've seen Hisoka do a lot of different healing techniques. So Bungee Gum definitely is very effective when it comes to not only offensive abilities but defensive abilities as well. Now, at this point, I know you guys must be thinking, okay, Phantom, man, what will be Hisoka's new Nen technique? And I definitely do believe that he will become the Grim Reaper. Yes, I believe he will manifest his Bungee Gum into weapons, and he will use that as his new technique. And the reason why I'm saying the Grim Reaper is because we know that Hisoka, he's already notified as the Grim Reaper. That's how some people address him. And how dope would it be to see him use different type of variations of Bungee Gums, but with weapons, something like a scythe, maybe even a sword. Like there's a lot of different things that Hisoka could do because he's a Transmuter, and we know that Transmuters, they can basically transmute anything using their Nen and have the qualities of whatever they want to transmute. How he has gum, he can have the stickiness of gum, and he could use that for his weapons and things. I think that would be very OP. Or I do believe that he could have something that would involve cards. Yes, I do believe that Hisoka, he could finally use Nen with his card ability, because we see that he has the whole Joker clown persona going on. So I do believe that his true power could lie within his cards. because hey, we know that Hisoka, he always does. We've seen him use them before, and he's hinted at using them before as like his main weapon. But after we saw Bungee Gum, we seen that's what Hisoka's Nen was. But do not sleep on the fact of his cards. But that's basically it for this little video discussing Hisoka's true power. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.